Hello, 6th grade students. Just a quick check-in to make sure that you understand what you're supposed to write for your essay for the literary analysis after reading The Dog of Pompeii. Your third day assignment will be to develop this one-page essay, and I'm going to read it to you really quickly, and then I'm going to unpack it with you. It says, after reading The Dog of Pompeii, develop a one-page expository essay explaining how Bimbo's actions convey loyalty and risk. Include evidence from the text to support your answer. So when we're taking a look at this, let's go ahead and unpack this really quickly. When you're looking at those two lines, what is it that it's asking you to do? Well, the very first thing it's asking you to do, it's telling you you need to develop a one-page expository essay. Okay? And then it says, explaining how Bimbo's actions convey loyalty. So you're going to have to go back and think and explain how Bimbo conveys just means to show, loyalty and risk in the story. And I'm going to show you where you're going to go back and find it. It should be very easy if you did the work in class like we were talking about. But you should have several examples that you should be able to show and include this with. And the second piece is to include evidence from the text to support your answer. Okay? So you're going to have to explain, and then you're going to have to tell me how in the story this works. Okay? Now this should be a pretty easy thing to do. Since the day before, let me pull it up here, the day before you completed this second reading. And if you notice, all these questions are centered around what? How did Bimbo convey loyalty? So if you did this, you should have everything you need to be able to write this essay. Now, some of you will ask me, Ms. Smith, how much do I need to write? You need to write until this question is answered. Okay? It says one page. Okay, well, if you write really big, that might look different than somebody who writes really small. So I don't really like the idea of saying just one page, but what I would like to see is at least 2 to 3 ways that Bimbo conveyed loyalty and risk. And you have to have that evidence. And if you do 2 to 3 of those, you should have just about a page, along with your introductory paragraph and your conclusion paragraph. Alright, so hopefully you should be able to write this correctly. It should make sense to you, and you have all the tools that you need to be successful. Thanks very much. Can't wait to read what you wrote.